Welcome back, everyone, to Total Turnbuckle Talk. Why am I so small? Welcome back, everyone, to Total Turnbuckle Talk. Sorry we couldn't do it last night. We might just start doing it the next morning because Smackdown's going super late now. It's going to 11 o'clock. I was up till 11 o'clock last night. I was like, I cannot do an hour's long stream. Like, I can't do it. How you doing, Joe?
All right, how you doing? Did they make that official?
Yeah, I think it is. Actually, let me check. Is SmackDown back to 3 hours?
I'm surprised.
No, yeah, for the foreseeable future, it is.
Wow, that's surprising.
Raw goes usually 2.5 hours. SmackDown goes 3.
Yeah. Oh well, let's get going.
All right.
Happy New Year, first of all, to
yes.
of you and to,
everyone watching this.
TJ.
Yes, everyone watching this. Happy New Year. How was your guys' New Year? Mine was pretty cool. We banged the pots and pans outside. Watched the ball drop on New Year.
And I was hearing people do this.
No, yeah, people do that everywhere. People do that. That's just the thing.
You got it.
All right, let's do this here. Okay. Last Monday night, we got CM Punk and Braun Breaker trade final barbs ahead of the world title match. And I'm reading this off of CBS Sports because I forgot to take notes for my Monday Night Raw. I watched it, but I forgot to take my notes. So, the Vision opened the show with an in-ring promo shortly after the group entered the ring. New member Austin Theory, whatever. Basically, what happened? CM Punk and Braun Breaker, they had this talk ahead of their world title match, which is, I'm pretty sure it is on Monday, correct?
Yes.
They have a world title match for the World Heavyweight Championship next Monday. And we talked to each other a little bit. Austin Theory was there, the newest member of the Vision. And I just got to ask Joe, who you have for this match. Who do you think's going to win?
I think CM Punk somehow from a disqualification of some kind. You know them. They're never going to make it clean. They're just not going to make it clean.
I really want CM Punk to win here. I mean, I love CM Punk. I've actually been a big fan of Braun Breaker's athletic abilities in the ring and outside of the ring, on the mic, whatever. I've been a big fan of that for a while now, but I don't think it is on. I honestly don't really think it's time for him to be winning a world championship right now, especially because we've given it to CM Punk. We've let CM Punk have his WrestleMania moment, and then he won it. He won the title back, and I really think we need to give CM Punk a little bit of time to shine here instead of just, handing it off to the heels like the heels.
Yeah, really, because he is a champion anyway, so they might as well.
No, yeah, 100%. But yeah, that's that. Nothing happened. But yeah. Okay, Women's World Championship, Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez and Nikki Bella here. And Stephanie Vaquer wins this match. She retains. Now, I know that Joe isn't the biggest fan of Stephanie Vaquer. I want to say, I personally really like what she's been doing in WWE. I love her, her whole moveset, how she gets over with the crowd. She really truly is a performer, and she does give it all in every one of her matches. I am totally fine with Stephanie Vaquer winning this match here, really, because I think the Judgment Day had a pretty hot. They had a peak last year. I think we can all agree. They were on top. They had so many championships. Dominic was just carrying everything. He was just going crazy. I think that that was kind of their peak, and Raquel Rodriguez was part of that. She was one of those members that didn't leave or come back, like Liv Morgan. I think Raquel Rodriguez was always a stable member, and she always had that kind of stability and championship reigns. And I think it's time to kind of lower her down on the pedestal a little bit and bring a younger talent up like Stephanie Vaquer, who is definitely over with the crowd and 100% a fan favorite. What do you think?
I agree with you. I mean, she is an incredible performer, but I really would like to give one more run to Nikki Bella. Because I don't think she can get any better than she is right now. They're loving what she's doing. She's acting crazy and and mighty and all that. And this is really a last run. And I think it's time to give her some type of kudos for for actually her one last time hurrah. These other ones are going to be staying there for a little while, but I
No,
think
yeah.
Bella is making a lot of noise. She's been on a lot of talk shows. She's been all over the place. I believe that they should definitely let her win a title and then move on. For a little while anyway. That for what the Bella Twins did for WWE, they can at least repay her by doing this. That's just my feeling. What do you guys think in the chat?
No, yeah. No, yeah, I do think that it is something to take note of that this is Nikki Bella's last run. And I think it definitely was the right move, turning her heel. And I don't know if she's going to retire heel. I have a feeling she's not going to. I
Well,
have
she's
the
43 years old. How much? Not that that's old, that by any means, but she's going to start a family. Who knows? She get one last time to get pregnant. With a new boyfriend, and you don't know. You don't know because if she gets pregnant, I think she's done.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think if she does go on, I don't know, like a maternity leave or something like that, I think that she definitely is probably gonna call it quits there. She'll probably announce something on social media like, "Hey, I'm probably not going to come back." But I do think that it is something to take note of that this is Nikki Bella's last time, and I do think that we should give a little bit more to Nikki Bella because she did do so much for the women's division, back then. But not too many thoughts on that. I'm glad that 75 Care won that match. Okay. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky fought off the Kabuki Warriors. Promo battle. Kabuki Warriors attack them. Whatever. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley fend off against them. Now, how do you feel about this friendship between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky? And do you think that it's going to last?
No,
Why not?
I don't know because I have a feeling little by little they're going to make Ripley go back to the dark side. I mean, I
Okay.
hope not, but I could just see it. Or maybe she's gonna cook something up with Charlotte Flair somehow. I'm not sure. I don't know. I gotta watch it a couple more times, and I'm pretty good at picking out who's gonna turn good or bad. So I need a little bit of time, but right now I get a feeling that she's going to get so frustrated that she can't win matches that she's going to switch this. She's going to switch the switch. I really do.
I mean, no, yeah, I see it. And looking back on it, although I hated her back then, her heel run was very effective. I
Yes.
mean, it was very effective. I think that whole Judgment Day, it was, what was it? It was Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio, right?
Right.
That faction by itself was so dominant. What was it, 2023? They were dominant. They were on top of the pedestal again, like we saw last year. Or no, 2024 is 2 years ago. Oh crap! Wait,
I think it was 2 years ago. Time goes fast.
yeah, 20. Kind of crazy to say 2024 is 2 years ago. Okay, um, 2020. So 2 years ago, 2024, they really, had their whole thing again with Raquel Rodriguez and the Morgan. Again, they were on top. And then in 2023, the Judgment Day have had back-to-back years where they've been up on their high horse. And Rhea Ripley definitely in 2023 was a big contributor to that. WrestleMania 39, in my opinion, I think Rhea Ripley might have been the star of that WrestleMania. I think she was just phenomenal on that PLE. But okay, back then she was a heel. But then when they turned her face, again, fans loved her even more. And the WWE's getting a lot of money from Rhea Ripley merch sales, people going to events just to see Rhea Ripley because she's such a global phenomenon here. That I don't know when I could see her turning sometime, but I don't know when that would be.
Yeah, I know. I definitely, without it, 100%. I really, I think that's what's going to happen. But we'll see. I mean, I really hope that she stays, clean and wins a championship. But I'm like torn because I think Nikki Bella should get it, and I think Rhea should. I think one should be on one brand and one should be on the other one. Leave it, that way, the way it is. but it's weird. I don't know. And another thing we have to talk about topic is what about all these rumors flying WWE might be sold to Saudi Arabia.
I I don't know if it's going. I don't know if it's going to be sold, but I can definitely see some heavy things on the side of on business and how they manage their money and how I do think they're going to make a lot of financial decisions with Saudi Arabia because they make so much money over there. They make so much money in Saudi Arabia. Every stadium that they go to in Saudi Arabia is always filled to the brim with people. They have the best crowds there. It's just they always put on a fantastic show over there. Now, what I think what they did with WrestleMania 43 was wrong. I think that's wrong. But because I think I'm still salty about what they did to New Orleans. But I do think that there could be some heavy, business stuff with Saudi Arabia and them talking with them 100%. Anyways, okay, R-Truth approached Gunther backstage and said, I'm not going to allow you bad-mouthing John Cena anymore. And they had a match, and Gunther absolutely slammed R-Truth and pinned him and put him in a sleeper hold and tapped him out. I was expecting this, although I hate this, and I love R-Truth, and I hate Gunther. I do have a heavy bias towards R-Truth just because I hate Gunther. This was the right call. I mean, if you're going to have Gunther lose to R-Truth, I think that's wrong. Because that really just puts Gunther down in the dirt there. I don't really have any thoughts about that. Do you, Joe?
No, because I just think it was enough already. It's a waste of time. It's a fill-in, and nobody really cares. It's just a fill-in, just to have a match, and they really shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch exchange words. I can't really say anything about that. It's because the next Monday's Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I can't really say anything about that. And then the next thing that happened was that Rey Mysterio defeats Austin Theory via disqualification. I'm going to read what CBS has here. CM Punk spoke to Mysterio earlier in the night, and Mysterio told Punk to focus on the upcoming title defense, not having his back. Mysterio assured Punk that he had someone to watch over him during the match. During the match, Logan Paul interfered as Mysterio went for a 619, leading to a disqualification. As Paul and Theory were set to continue their assault, Penta made his return, helping Mysterio run off the members of the Vision. Okay, so Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory was a disqualification here. And yeah, what do you think of this call? I mean, I think it's too many disqualifications.
Yeah, they don't have any clean wins. Why? I don't know. What are they? Why are they so in love with these disqualifications? People running in, and I honestly, TJ, I really believe that it really is time for Rey Mysterio to call it quits.
I mean, as much as I don't like to say it, I do tend to agree. He is getting up there, 100%. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's an active Hall of Fame member.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Although I do love Rey Mysterio.
Bringing in Chris Jericho. As we all know, that's the worst kept secret that there was, although we did bring it to you, everyone, immediately. So I feel really good about that. I do want to, TJ, before we move on with anything, we have to let everyone know that being the fact now with the 3 hours of SmackDown, we will put out, we will let everybody know of a new time. Or if we're going to be in the morning, we're going to be in the afternoon, or
we got to figure out how we're going to do this because it's going so late that I'm just gonna be burnt out.
No, it's not only you; it's a lot of our younger fans. They to stay up past 11 and go to 12 o'clock. It's not a good read. It's very, very tough. So guys, we're going to come up with a plan, and we will definitely let you know. There is a possibility that you know what? I don't want to stress exactly what we're going to be doing yet until we make a full decision. But you will get it on both of our channels. You will get it, and we will come on with the short live here on StreamYard to let you know, guys, because we do not want you guys staying up after 11 o'clock and then doing 12 o'clock. especially we do have a lot of young viewers, and I
Yeah.
don't want to do that to everybody. Now we can be on live, and then you guys can watch it the next day. But the whole fun of it is for us to be on live,
Yeah.
talk to you guys, and all of that. So stay tuned. I know this was like kind of last minute, so I'm going to put a short out after we finish this to let all the wrestling fans know that they can come and watch the recap of what we just did today. So take it away, TJ. I just wanted to make a very, very important announcement that way.
And the last thing for the Raw card is the Usos win the World Tag Team titles.
Yep.
They are now, what are they, 16 times? How many times have they won it?
Too many.
Yeah. They so many times. Wait, how many times? Hold on. How many
I think
times
it's 16 or 15.
are the Usos tag champs? Oh, 9 times. Okay, we were off. Okay, 9 times they were tag champions. But they won it from AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Before we move on to SmackDown, what do you think about this? Do you think this was the right call?
I think it was the right call because AJ's retiring. He's basically on a mission, just like John Cena was. So I don't see them. It doesn't make sense for him to be tag team champions with somebody, and he's going to retire. Eventually, they're going to lose anyway, so you might as well get it over with now and let him be independent and just and they move on their separate ways at this point. There's no reason to keep them champion. At all.
No. I definitely agree with that, and I also wanted to add that I do think this was the right call, mainly because I think we need to strengthen the bond between the Usos. It's been a little shaky, ever since Jey Uso was getting after that World Heavyweight Championship, and the whole thing with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, because their family was kind of being shattered a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of. Their relationship was a little shaky, and I'm glad to do this so that they can strengthen that bond between the Usos. That there's not really, we can't really say that they're like, I don't know. There's not really as much gray area in between. Now we know they are working together to get this, and they have a clear goal in mind.
Right. No, I agree.
Okay, let's move on to the SmackDown. Let's move on to the SmackDown card. This one I actually did write my notes down here. Okay, so show opens up with Miz wishing everyone a very happy new year. I'm kidding, he didn't do that. Miz actually came out and said, I'm the leader of the locker room. And then I hear voices in my head. Randy Orton runs out here and he says, hey Miz, happy new year, and RKO's him twice after the fans asked for one more time. I mean, this was just a fun segment. I really appreciated this. When WWE does stuff like this, I really do enjoy this because it's something just for the fans to open up the show. I think that was a pretty fun moment.
It was okay. It was fun. You got to do something for the new year and your first episode. Going into
Yeah. Okay. Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair. Fatal four-way not fatal four-way. No, that's not right. Versus not Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and the Kabuki Warriors, and Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair took the win on this one, therefore solidifying them as kind of the dominant kind of group of women in the women's division. Do you think this was the right call? Do you think they should have done this? Do you think the heel should have won this one?
Yeah, I think so. I Charlotte Flair, I don't know. She's like rocking back and forth. I mean, good girl, bad girl, good girl. So, I got a feeling she's on her last hurrah also. WWE's got to start, bringing in this new blood and making them champion and letting them see. Let's see exactly what they have, because the older pros are, they're fading away. People are getting disgusted with it. You could see that.
No, yeah. People are getting a little tired of it, and I can also tell that people are getting also a little tired of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair because their relationship is a little bit rocky. And we definitely saw that with Survivor Series when Charlotte Flair had that whole thing where she was like, "No, I'm not going to join you. I don't trust Rhea Ripley. I'm not going to do that." we definitely saw that there. But I do think that it
She
is
trusts Alexa Bliss either.
no, yeah. I think soon. I think it could be time to call it quits on that tag team.
Yep, I agree.
Next thing, Kit Wilson came out with his new entrance. Now I will say I hate Def Rebel, but I think Def Rebel kind of cooked with this one. I think this one I think this theme song is actually pretty good. He came out and he was like, "You guys are all toxic masculinity," to and reveal his final opponent. Woo woo woo, Matt Cardona. Yes, he actually came out as Matt Cardona. They played Zack Ryder's theme song first, and then they cut it and they played Matt Cardona's theme song.
Yeah.
And then he came out. I thought this was pretty cool. If they did this, they kind of just let everyone know who it was in case they didn't know what Matt Cardona's theme song in the Indies were. And Matt Cardona also won this match. But what I want to take note of is Matt Cardona himself, the self-proclaimed king of the Indies. Sure is eager to come back to the most dominant wrestling company and biggest organization in the world.
Yeah. Again, that's a small part of SmackDown. I don't like there's too many little stories and no big stories anymore, and it's getting a little bit ridiculous, TJ. I'm not used to this. I'm so used to having more stuff. They're just everywhere. There's no solid. It's hard to explain. I think the people know what I'm trying to say. It's not like it used to be. It's not a solid, oh, I can't wait until, this guy really beats this guy up or this girl beats. It doesn't work that way. One week it's one thing, and the next week they're completely different. And I don't know. That's why ratings are down.
No, yeah. I mean, there definitely is a lot of instability here. There's definitely a lot of branching out into different storylines. One day they're doing this whole show revolving around Cody Rhodes, and they keep promoting this. The next show, it's something completely different.
Yeah.
And
Great.
I mean, me personally, I think that this whole Aleister Black and Damian Priest thing has dragged on a little bit too long. But this match that we're going to talk about soon was one of the greatest matches I've seen on SmackDown in a minute. It was phenomenal. Okay. What happened next? Okay. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn came out and had a promo, and they kind of announced that Trick Williams is the newest member of the SmackDown roster, and Trick Williams is going to make his main roster debut against Rey Fenix of SmackDown. Now, I'm actually not opposed to this at all. Trick Williams did badmouth Sami Zayn a little bit in the ring, but I'm not opposed to this, mainly just because Trick Williams is a very good performer in NXT. I think he did wonders for them. He certainly is over in NXT. People love his theme song, whoop that Trick. I mean, I know Booker T loves it. It's this whole thing. People love Trick Williams, and it's rightfully so. And I think that he could be a very good member of the main event, the main roster. I'm not sure what this means for NXT though. But yeah, he is a new member of the SmackDown roster, and he will be facing Rey Fenix. Johnny Gargano versus Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. title. Carmelo Hayes' first major title defense, and Carmelo Hayes picked up the win on this one, therefore retaining
that's the right
title. Yeah, that's the right call. I don't think we should be giving this to Johnny Gargano. I'm sorry. No. I know that Johnny Gargano is a talented wrestler, objectively, but I really don't think he's in there for the U.S. title.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I don't like it, but it is what it is. It's just another non-evident. That you're not looking for that to go to WrestleMania with. There's not enough. We got to get through the Royal Rumble, but it's just not enough. I don't understand what the writers, what are they doing at this point? No, I don't get it. They're all over the place.
No, yeah, they definitely are a little unstable with some of these storylines, but
without a doubt, they're very unstable.
No, yeah. This was the best segment on SmackDown, what I'm about to talk about. This is the best segment on SmackDown. It was the craziest thing. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I was watching it in there in the other room. You can't see it. It's over right in there. Okay. So I loved this segment. I thought this segment was absolutely fantastic, and they should do more segments like this. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre had a segment where Drew McIntyre smashed a signed autographed picture of Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' dad, and burned it in a trash can in front of Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes had a big meltdown. He was being held back by security. It was fantastic. What do you think of this? And I do think that this is a big storyline that we're talking about,
and rightfully so. That's the way it should be. I'm not crazy about that they did that to Dusty Rhodes. I mean the man is dead, but I guess you got to throw that in there and to reunite all the flames and all that. But still, it's probably one of the better segments because it reminds you of what the WWE is all about: a storyline of a villain versus good. Evil versus good, and it was well done. And when Cody Rhodes gets crazy, he's the best. He's funny.
100%.
He looks like a big specimen and everything, but for some reason he keeps losing. That's another thing that we can't understand. And I have a question here on the app, and it's saying, Joe, are you guys going to do the Royal Rumble? And as of right now, I would say yes, but because we're transforming a few things, everyone, we will let you know as soon as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do the Royal Rumble, especially that's a big, very surprising pay-per-view. Let me check. I'm gonna make sure my calendar's clear for it. Making sure that I can do live commentary. It is. Oh, okay. It's January 31st, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, that should be fine. I think it should be fine. I will let you guys know if it's not. I mean, it's a Saturday, so I'm not gonna be going. I'm not gonna be going anywhere major. I don't think. What's going on, Dev Finch? What's going on, man? What's going on? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing, man? Yeah. I should be fine for that. I will let you guys know if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, and we're gonna let it. And we're sorry that we're changing. We're changing the time and all of this, but we're doing it for everybody's benefit. So there's not a solid time, but we will come out to 2026. We will come out with something steady and pay-per-views that we're gonna call. Just give us a little time. SmackDown gave us a little curve with going to 3 hours. We found out pretty late, so we had no idea. So we're going to change a few things around, guys. But one thing I could tell you, guests are on their way. We're going to be getting guests, and just stick with us. We're going to do shorts about everything, and we will let you know. We're trying to do all the pay-per-views for you, play-by-play, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam. We're going to do the best we can for you, and going to have a lot of surprise guests. So just hang in there. Follow us, especially TJ Shorts, because they're amazing. Go and watch them, and I will on NY Yankee Mania give you all the updates of exactly if we pinpoint a time. We do have some ideas, but we're not ready to share them yet. We're still having a couple of team meetings, and then once that's done, everyone, we'll come on with a special show and fill you in on everything that's going to happen here on Turnbuckle Talk and NY Yankee Mania.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We will definitely be coming out with something, a list of things that we are going to do. Okay. And then the final thing of the night. One of the greatest matches that I've watched on SmackDown in
In a
a
while.
hot in a hot. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. We had Damian Priest versus Aleister Black in an ambulance match, a match that we haven't seen in a while, have we? I don't think we've seen that in a minute, right?
Yes, it was. I was so happy that I got to see it. I had just finished my stream of which was on for like over 2 hours last night, and I was so happy that I got to see this match. It was awesome. It was one of the better matches. It reminded me of the '90s and the middle 2000s, and it was a lot of fun. And they won it fair and square between the two of them. No interference. No,
I mean, there was Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley battling it out.
yeah, but that's them. You know that.
Yeah.
But I just really liked it that they did everything themselves, and that brought us back to WWE days. I like that.
No, yeah.
Smartly done.
100%. It was fantastic. It truly was a match for the fans. Damian Priest picked up the win on this one. I think this was. I would have been fine with either Damian Priest or Aleister Black coming out on top in this feud. Honestly, I'm fine with Damian Priest winning this. But what I will say, which I actually forgot to mention 2 minutes ago, Drew McIntyre announced the stages for this 3 Stages of Hell match. So the first stage, standard wrestling match, so that Drew McIntyre can prove his dominance. That's what he said. Number 2 is going to be Falls Count Anywhere. You know, they can hit each other with whatever weapons they want, wherever they want. It's going to be a fun matchup. Number 3 is a steel cage if it comes down to it. If it's somehow tied 1-1, which I think it's probably going to be, because I don't know why they would set up a steel cage for no reason. It was tied 1-1, and then it will go to a steel cage match. Just 2 men in the ring, bunch of weapons, no disqualifications. It's going to be epic. I kind of planning to let you guys know that because I forgot to mention that 2 seconds ago. Okay, but yeah, Damian Priest and Aleister Black battled it out in an ambulance match, and Damian Priest came out, therefore solidifying him as the dominant man in this feud. I do think that this feud is over. I'm glad that it's over because I think it's been dragging on for a little too much. Especially, they're bringing Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley into all this, and the Terror Twins are back, and it's just crazy. But I'm glad this is over and that we can push Aleister Black and Damian Priest in a different direction.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree, and it's going to be interesting. And I'm looking forward to Monday Night Raw. The first one is always really, really good.
Yeah,
SmackDown I gave about an 8.5. Let's see what we do with Raw, and take it from there. But TJ, in closing, again, we want to tell everybody, again, we apologize for the change in stream because we were having a nice flow on Friday night. But again, and some people had asked us, 11 o'clock is a little too late. And I do see on YouTube Studios that our audience is a little younger, and we do not want to do that to you guys. So that's why we're on here right now. I'll be honest with you. Is this the best time for a wrestling show? I got to be honest with you. It's not. Yeah. We only did this because we didn't want to stop the momentum. No, but we're going to come on a much bigger time slot, and we are going to bring you the pay-per-views, and we are going to bring you guests. So stay tuned for that. And also everybody that's here for NY Yankee Mania tomorrow night, we're going to have a very big announcement. I suggest everybody, so especially if you like the Yankees, there's going to be a very big announcement that we're going to be giving everyone on our wrap-up show that we have every Sunday night, where our audience is very big. So I would suggest you come, check it out, and I think you're going to like what you're going to hear. We're going to new heights with entertainment, singing, all kinds. We're going to do the Super Bowl play-by-play. We're going to have
Oh yeah. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna have so much fun, so much of everything, guys. So come and join us. In the meantime, with the wrestling channel. We're going to give you a lot of news very, very soon. It's very early in 2026, but I promise you, stick with us, and you're gonna have a ball. It's gonna be one of the best channels that you can go on. So, with that in mind, TJ, take it away. Everyone, have a great week. We'll see you on NY Yankee Mania, maybe later on today, or definitely tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please smash the like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never, ever, 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 ever miss another banger of a live stream just like this one. We're going to try to find another time to go live, because this time is not ideal, but this was just a last minute thing that we had to kind of figure out. Next Monday Night Raw, which is going to be in 2 days, is WWE X Stranger Things. And if you watch Stranger Things finale this weekend, you know how big this is. If anyone wants to talk to me about Stranger Things, definitely let me know. My comment section is always open. But they are collabing with Stranger Things because it is on Netflix, so they kind of have the rights to do that. And it's going to be epic. I definitely will be putting out a short about that. I'm gonna have a long form video coming out shortly regarding Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, so stay tuned for that. I am recording that and editing that very shortly. But yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Open the doors to a fantastic 2026. Anything else, Joe?
No, that's it. Just everyone have a great Happy New Year. Thank you for joining our streams. And of course, keep watching all of TJ's shorts, and everything that he puts out there gets thousands of views.
Thank you.
And of course, with all the shows that we have on NY Yankee Mania, you're making it climb to the top, and we really appreciate it, everyone. We really do, and a lot more to come. We're gonna really fantasize your thoughts, everyone. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Stick with us, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Send us out, TJ, and I'll end the stream.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Like I said before, like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Thank you guys so much. Good night, everyone. Or you know what? Good afternoon.